We are the backos. Yeah, so today posted a poll, see what people wanted me to do. And late night lucky won by quite a landslide. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Um Small problem. I just realized I don't have I do have, right? I gotta do this though. Hold on. We gotta go to here. I gotta steal this. Yeah, we'll steal this and then go back to here. Paste it here. But I'm a genius. Yippee. I'm not really, but close enough. So full screen 1. We'll give it a shot for a while. I don't mind. Let's just see how it goes. Alright. Also, I need to make sure Eve is alive. Hey Eve, are you ready for tonight? I'm sure completely mishear me too. That'd be an absolute classic moment. Everything's dying. Why is my computer exploding all of a sudden? Oh my god. It's alright. If she's not gonna work, I'll just let her have the night off. She's working. Just OBS. Oh my god. Hello? What is happening?
Lucky.
Right now?
Eve, are you ready for tonight? You bet. I'm always ready for a little fun with you.
Dropped to 50.
I'm not sure what kind of night you have in mind, but I'm down for anything as long as it involves
Interesting. Huh. I know for a fact Eve isn't working. Okay, no biggie. I will fight with this later. I'm not doing it tonight. I spent too much time fighting with Eve the other day. I'm not doing it again tonight. So I think I just realized the chat bubbles for you guys are on, which is fine. Oh, it's almost done. On to the next day. Whew. Also, could probably enlarge everything here. Hold on. Yoink. For this specific one, it's probably alright. And then I can go stream avatars. Boop. Boop. Right, it's probably fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. Really happy with this overlay. Ah, very cute. Alright, so let's see. Last time we left off, Jamie got himself into a bit of a scrap. A bit of a fight, if you will. And he wasn't exactly pleased with the outcome of the fight, so he was like, I'm rusty and shit. Which is fine. You know, we can't win all of our fights perfectly. I do need to go back, though, I think, to when he finished the last one off, because I had decided that I wasn't going to use his one skill. I decided I was going to use his normal stuff. So, Lady Neko called out, you will look. Okay, this is what I want to do. The Neko's words has doubled over and dropped. Lucky. So this scene was supposed to establish a few things. So I need to go back and read it just to make sure that I've established those things, because these are important. So if I didn't establish them, that means I fucked up, and I need to fix that. That's what I'm getting at. First thing I wanted to establish was that Lucky currently is unable to use combat magic. She has a mental block. She's not aware that it's a mental block, but it is in fact a lucky mental block. So she is unable to currently partake in the combat. So we need to make sure that that is absolutely clear and that we touched on it. The second thing that we need to make sure we touched on, hold on, my shit, there we go. The second thing that we need to make sure we touched on is that Jamie is confident during the battle and keeps a cool head, a level head. I don't really care to show his analytical skills, but if I can show them, great. If not, you know, whatever. And then the final thing would be that just like his, the person that was being attacked didn't get hurt further once Jamie was there. That's kind of like his big things, right? When you find an amazing artist, but the commissions are closed. Oh no. Not like this. That's never a good feeling. There was an artist I used to work with a lot. Unfortunately, they had a case of the no longer with us. And I remember the first time they closed their columns because they had to like go get treatment, and I was like, bummer, dude. Feels bad. But it's tough. Damn. Yeah, it do be like that though. Also, why does it fucking shoot the text box up so fucking far? That's crazy. Okay, so let's see. It gives them a chance to basically fuck off, right? Gives them a chance to get back the money and have a talk. Points out that medical expenses for criminals are hiked up. They're more than medical expensive for regular people. Basically, the scene establishes that even though there's people that will try to muscle other people or do crime, they're not necessarily good at fighting. So, for example, like the Viara that was getting bullied. Viara that was getting bullied and having the money taken from him is obviously like a non-combatant type, and there's going to be a lot of those, right? But then there's going to be people that are just naturally stronger, that don't have any like real training or don't have any insane skills, but like actually use combat magic and weapons and stuff. Like these gangbangers. But they can't really hold a candle to anybody that's trained, right? So even if they have, let's say, you know, they're blessed with better muscles or better magic, anything like that, if they don't really have the experience, they don't have the training, they don't, you know, they haven't really done the things, generally speaking, somebody with experience is going to absolutely millywop them. And this is the case here. Jamie took a step, air grows dense. That's the other thing too, Jamie's mana is kind of wild for a human. Even Lucky was around the corner, began breathing heavily. Okay, yep. His issue is that when he uses magic, and I haven't touched on this yet, but he needs to learn how to have better finesse. Right now, Jamie has been getting by solely on the fact that he doesn't have to use magic a lot to win a lot of his encounters. But he does have very useful magic and very strong magic, and his mana is kind of, like I said, insane. But he's unoptimized in the sense that a lot of people that do use their magic, it's a lot more controlled. So like casting a basic fireball spell shouldn't drain them a whole lot. Whereas like Jamie, when he uses one of his core abilities, he's ripping through his vast amounts of mana way too much because he's putting too much gas, you know, into whatever he's doing. So there's times where he maybe only needs to use like, you know, a table knife to cut through a steak, but instead he's bringing a whole ass, you know, world cleaver from a Gundam or something and fucking dropping it on the stake is essentially what's happening. And that makes it so that if he does use his mana, he has to be picky when he wants to use it. Which will become apparent after this scene. Okay, so 5. Jaime appeared in front of the orc, driving his elbow deep into its solar plexus, momentarily suspending him in the air. 4. The decisive spinning heel kick to the temple. Hama. There needs to be a pause there. Jaime knocked one of the other members into a nearby concrete wall, causing the man to convulse. 3. He grabbed the smallest member by the neck and lifted him into the space between himself and the man with a pistol. He shifted the small man's body to and fro, back and forth, to and fro, to and fro, a bit, making sure to block the gunman's view. This is the nice thing about, like, if you ever make art, right? You ever do drawing or you do writing, when you're in the moment and you spent like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour looking at a piece, it's really easy to, well, A, miss things, but also B, hyper-focus on things that don't necessarily matter, right? Like, you could be like on one strand of hair for like 2 fucking hours. If you just like give yourself a nice little 20, 30-minute break, maybe a full day, let your brain rest, come back, and then you look at it again with a fresh pair of eyes, it's really easy to be like, oh, I could have done this, or why was I worried about this? It's not really relevant, like all this stuff, right? And I apply that same logic to writing. There's been times where, I'd fucking toil over a sentence, an interaction for an entire writing session, and then I come back the next day with a fresh pair of eyes, a less sleepless brain, and be like, huh, the first thing I wrote was just fine. And then I would like move on with my life. I do value my time more now, so I'm less likely to do that, but it is nice to like we're gonna be reading through this multiple times just for reasons like that. Anyways, to and fro a bit, making sure to block the gunman's view. There was a Neko here somewhere. Jaime's eyes scanned the environment. Oh no. His face twisted with worry. Reported? His lips curled. His face tensed up. And as his brow furrowed. 2. With a quick flick of his wrist, he launched the chrominium rod from its sheath into the gun hand of his foe, causing the pistol to drop to the ground. Before the gun landed, Jaime spiked his body shield. Head first into the concrete below. That's fine. It's a little clunky. With a quick flick of his wrist, he launched the chrominium rod from its sheath into the gun hand of his foe. Pistol spiraled from his hand. Why do I low-key want a model despite knowing I won't be able to use it? Why am I irrational? Maybe getting the model is what will push you and inspire you to put it to use and do things with it. But my guess is because you've been looking at them, you're intrigued. I could be wrong, but it's intriguing you or fascinating you and making you want one. Or maybe you're taking a genuine interest. Who knows? Hehe. Before the gun landed, pistol spiraled from his hand. But before the gun met the ground. Pistol spiraled from his hand. But before the gun met the ground, Jamie spiked his body shield headfirst into the concrete below. I think this actually has to go after the hand. You don't have the kind of energy after work for that, even if you did overlook your anxiety. I mean, who said you need energy, you know? Just fake it till you make it. I ever tell you my story about how I started off streaming? Because, like, it was legitimately a struggle for me. I spent the better part of a few months feeling like my brain was catching on fire by the hour and a half mark of every single stream. I essentially, like, my throat would start giving, like, my voice started giving out. I really struggled with thinking of what to say next. I struggled with I didn't struggle with interacting, but, like, when nobody was talking, it was very, very hard for me after like an hour and a half to do literally anything to fill the silence, and I really struggled with it. It wasn't because I like didn't want to say anything, or I didn't necessarily know what to say. It was because my brain literally would just burn. It felt like my wrinkles all relaxed and became smooth, and I had a really bad headache, and I was just burning. It was really, really bad. And part of that was like, part of that was I was learning fighting games too, in the sense that like I didn't know anything about fighting games at that point. So I was like learning how to be a streamer, plus learning how to play fighting games through Guilty Gear Strive. And I was just like dog shit tired. And obviously this is like after work and dealing with family stuff and all that fun stuff. Playing with a model just sounds fun, but you don't want to deal with the whole treating as a job, consistent schedules, so don't. Listen. The people that do this and they treat it as a job, the only people that should be doing that where they're like absolutely like this is what I need to do, I need to be consistent, blah blah blah. The only people who should be doing that, in my opinion, are one of two camps. One, they've already quote unquote made it. They already like make money from doing this, right? And then two, the other people like me who love it, who just love it, who just want to do this shit all the time, who just love it. Those are like the only two groups of people. Everybody else, like you should, first of all, you should enjoy this if you're gonna do it. You should enjoy anything you do, in my opinion. You can just do shit unless it's your job or errands or whatever, because you have to. You should enjoy the things you do with your free time. But like anybody who does this and they just like boot up once in a while, that's fine. As long as they're just doing it for fun and they're not like really trying to grow or anything, like they're just being happy, that's fine. That's what it's for, There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, no, I personally don't think anybody should get into content creation and treat it like their job at all. I think that's a terrible idea. I think that if a time comes where they're making money and things are going well, then they can consider the possibility of treating it like an actual job. But with the way all these companies constantly make changes and fuck people over, I would always say, don't do that. Don't do that at all. What up, Mama Astra Rose? Thanks for the follow. I'm assuming that's actually just Astra. Yeah, I'm assuming that's just straight up Astra. Hi, Astra. But I highly recommend not treating it like a job at any point. And if you ever do treat it like a job and you're not making big bongo bucks, then maybe you should stop that. Astra, please. Okay, here we go. We did the spiking in the body shield. I'm sorry. Also, how's it going, Tara? How's your Sunday been? I'm sorry, I was just following orders, said the last standing assailant. Jamie swiftly closed the gap and dispatched of the gunman with Jamie swiftly closed the gap and dispatched of the gunman with a precise hook to the kidney. Me too. His voice was monotone as he snatched up his rod and resheathed it. Don't move another inch, a voice hissed from the entrance of the alleyway. Figures. Jimmy looked back in the direction from which he came. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Yeah. Actually, what if I did? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I don't feel like it needs to be every single word every time, so it's okay. Sure you were okay. Otherwise, I do like mew, meow, okay. Lucky struggled against the Neko holding her hostage, a dagger. Dagger traced her throat. Now listen here, seaweed head, the shady Neko called out. You will... Neko's words were cut off as he doubled over and dropped Lucky. Okay, so we're actually going to... we're going to change this. We're going to go down one. We're going to go... one. Jamie whispered into the goes here. Jamie's fist sunk deep into goes, and as he whispered into there. There we go. Maybe. You can write down your password. Lamau. Let's delete all of this. No, let's delete. Let's keep. Okay, gas. Be gassed as we fell the moment. Catching her looked down. Cathing? Ah yes, cathing. One of my favorite words of all time. Tried changing it, giving you problems. You just made a new account. Understandable. This is fine. Carefully placed. You okay? Okay. Rest of this is fine, but this felt a little weak, I think. So yeah, let's leave this here. Give myself some space. I need to take a sip and think for a second. Here's the thing. So, if I were Jamie, I wasn't planning on Lucky following me. I could have one or two reactions to this scenario once I know that Lucky is okay. My first reaction would be just the standard, I'm glad you're okay. You know, like maybe don't do that shit again. And it's like a relief reaction, which would build further into Jamie's cool-headed, reliable, experienced demeanor. Or I could have him get a little spicy in the sense that he is like flustered, like don't do that, don't do that again, you can't use your mama right now, blah blah blah, right? The protective mode. So the pros and cons of both of these. The pros of him keeping a measured response like he normally would sells that his character is good in rough situations, right? He's experienced, he's seasoned, he knows how to talk to somebody who was just held a hostage, like all these things, right? But we've already, through a lot of the things that have happened and some of the stuff that is said, we have the sense that he is rather unshaken by stuff, right? He gets excited at the idea of adventure and the unknown and battles and stuff. We've seen that from the prologue. We'll be seeing that again in the future. But as far as like being shaken, that's not something that he really gets. He gets thrown off by Lucky a lot in regular conversations, which leads to the pros of the second one. Lucky would be the one outlier or exception, right? That throws him off of his game, if that makes sense. And that would further sell that point. The problem with writing it like that is, even though it's a natural progression of his character and their current almost in the relationship where she really relies on him and he's really taken a liking to being around her, the problem with writing it that way is that could be interpreted a few different ways that I'm not trying to really go down that route at this minute, so, or at all necessarily. So I don't know if I really want to go that route. The good news is that either way, he's going to have to break away from his conversation here once he knows Lucky is okay, to do his thought process about the sixth person, and also go visit the Viera that he just basically saved from the goons. So no matter which route I take, it kind of doesn't matter because it's going to get interrupted quickly by him going to finish his job once he's confirmed she's fine, right? I mean, she just had a knife to her throat. And now that he's closer to her, it is quicker to verify that she's fine and then go back over to the Viera. So, like I said, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, but there is implications of how he chooses to respond to this. And her response in all situations are going to be, yeah, I'm fine, basically. But after this, she's going to have, she's going to struggle with the idea that she can't use her mana effectively. She could shapeshift just fine, right? She did it out of necessity to stay alive when she crash landed. And she did it to make herself more appealing, hoping she wouldn't get kicked out of the house by the person who saved her. And didn't kill her when they had the chance, right? So she's still like in survival mode. Yeah, she's being ditzy, she's being silly, she's trying to have a good time. But so far, everything she's done is to more or less show that she's grateful and appease because she doesn't want to be left alone, essentially. She's still dealing with her past, which we don't really know the full thing on yet. But she's struggling with that, so we need to keep that in mind when we go forward. That's why right now she's a little fucking needy, if you will. She doesn't want to be abandoned, betrayed. I feel bad for Lucky if she was scolded right now, having a knife to her throat. And also, since she was hesitant to even leave the house that morning in the first place. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So there's options. But Lucky needs right now more than anything to feel like they're safe, and then so that they can deal with their own personal problems on their own time, and then B, find some confidence. And right now that was the whole point of Jamie bringing her down to the Fool's Carol, trying to give her a place that he knows when he's at work she can go and be around people, see other people, feel good about herself, and have a job, essentially. Right. So, yeah. Okay. Lucky teared up a bit. Yeah. What's that called? It's called sniffing, right? Golly, sent up. Lucky teared up a bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. He contemplated for a moment, and finally spoke. I'm glad for okay. Listen, I need to check on kid's father really quick. Want to come with me? Really quickly. I'm gonna check out the kid's father. Want to come with me? Nodding sheepishly. There we go. Oh my god. I'm gonna shoot myself if I start the sentence with one of their names one more time. I'm actually gonna kill myself. Alright, water break. My headphones lower than normal, or do we think I could turn up the thunderstorm a bit? My headphones are not. They're quieter than normal, I meant. Yeah, they're quieter than normal. Crazy. That was crazy once. Also, I'm going to put this poll back up one last time, now that we've had this on this for like 30 minutes. Which screen stop. Keep as is. So those are the only ones that had votes. Okay. Excuse me, I be burping. I be motherfucking burping, bitch. I don't know why, but I'd be extra thirsty right now. And sheepishly, I'll keep calling Jamie as they walked back to the now abandoned Viara. The Viara had exquisite oh my god, had exquisite ornaments in his ears and donned clothing representative, oh my god, I butchered that, representative of the let's see places of interest. Your mom's house, that's crazy. Lumen view. How about you go Lumen fuck yourself? I still want it to be one word. I really don't care. Eat my ass. Oh. Wait, Old Haven, New Haven. Cause house. Whoops. Oopsies, I made a boopy. I don't really feel like using a bug and eat my ass. I spell it how I want, you fucker. Look, man. Piece of shit. Dawn clothing representative of Bergen. I'm gonna get really annoyed having to. That's supposed to be capital S. No, that's fine. Bergen Schnack. The of a Bergen Snatch. I guess like nobility is fine. Gether. Mobility? Are you fucked? Are you fucked? Finally die. The amount of disrespect I have to put up with from this Google Docs is crazy. Actually despicable. I hate it here. Yeah. Dawned. Verdant. Yippee. Also, dog, what are you doing? Also, how much room do I have? Because I feel like pull ended. Okay. feel like I'm probably 60% deep. And if that's the case, then I might be in danger because I'm using more words than I thought and I might go over, which is like fine, right? Okay, let's go to like 55. Eep. Well, we may have yippity-yapped a bit too much on the, it is a tie. I see. I don't know what to do with a tie. Oh. Flip coin. Heads, keep it as it is. Tails, change it. Just do Monster Hunter. Oh, did you vote for Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter was your vote? What do you mean? You can just do the one you voted for. So the egg. Oh, you voted opposite? I see. I for Rizzle Bosizzles. Monster Hunter. Wilds gameplay. Do they have anything that's long? Maximilian Dude's got a 30-minute video. It's not going to do me any good. I need it to be like an hour. Yeah, sure. Just like this. Ask and... Never mind, this is a live stream? The fuck does that do for me? Yo, they be yapping a lot. No commentary. Oh, my no commentary channels. God, they have like nothing. Whatever. It's fine. Can't all have good usable footage right now for this type of thing. My fucking chat box just break. Brother. My loops. What's the fuck? Hey, no way, bro. Did I... What is happening? Don't matter. Properties. Oh my fucking frack patty whack, throw my ass up on. Yep. Yippee. Thank yo white as fuck, my boy. Okay. Yippee. Did it. Which means I should probably zoom back in here. It's some bullshit. Burr. Just got a weird feeling in my chest. Yucky. Okay. Verdant robes. Not really robes. It's like a whatever. A number of verdant ability. This should be fun. Jimmy's quick glance. Yeah, please quick inspection. Complete. You changed. Those changed. Posture slightly. Assuming more. Member of Bergen Snatchian nobility. This should be fun. With his quick inspection complete, he brushed some dust off of his chest. Monster Hunter Zoids? Hey yo, that sounds sick. That aside. That aside. I must be off my game. About one get a hostage. About one of them get a hostage. There was 6 on the rooftops above. It's not slipped away. Slipped away. One thing at a time. I suppose. Amy offered the bruised Yara. Hand. Sir. Hello, Saw. Oh. Not too badly hurt. Been broken. I'm missing. Vieira. Chuckled. Began coughing instead. The humans never cease to amaze me. Never cease to amaze me. Amaze me. Where I'm from, no one would have noticed I was in danger. Actually, better yet. It's never ceased to amaze me. What the fuck happened here? Why are we... That's why. Humans never cease to amaze me. And why is that? Oh. And why is that? From if a What's in tell can for help. Everyone would assume would be sent to the hungry of a wolf. Jamie Hyde there. Well, this is Aegis. We'll do our best to look after our own here. What's your name? Puzzled. VR. Just puzzled the VR. I could show it instead. VR. Scrunched. Oh my god. Scrunched. Good god. It's nose. Duck is fine. I am not. One of lovely Aegis's people. Every well-behaved travel. Every one. No. Jeepers creepers. Aegis is a city built on refugees, adventurers, lost souls, and pops if I could spell Jamie. Alt, truck, around the corner, and passed out ability. Could tell. Truck. Honest truck. Truck is fine. Truck. Truck. My name is Jamie. And you should know that. Here we go. I'm not sure anyone in this city would have mistaken you as anything else. Here we go. I need a comma. Jamie troubled. Let's get you inside. Let's get you back to your daughter. I'll have the two of you speak with Vladimir. We'll see to it that you're taken care of. Chuck. Gave thanks to Jamie to bruh. Here. After finally returning to Fool's Help, Fool's Carol. Chuck's daughter and running up to show them his pastry. That's how I spell it. Giving her. Oh my. Starbit. One of my favorites. Jamie, mount down. Did you get the one code? Bro, send fucking help. I can't spell. Logo or jam. Ugh, bitchin'. Jam, it's delish. Viara child. What's it called? The little step they do, little side step they do. Kids do. Like step on one foot, then step on the other, like jump from side to side, but it's not really a jump. I love you too, Astra. Your child. Tip. Toad, that's fine. Clue. Okay. Jam's delish. Jam, it's delish. Holly. Introduce yourself and give thanks to these strangers. No. These do-gooders. Chuck cleared his throats. Oh. Pinky. Pinky. Oh. It's Tolly. Nice to meet ya. Yeah, I'm done. She exclaimed. Huh? No. Yo. And we gave her a high five. And Talia, her bravery and quick thinking saved her father's hide. Thank you for looking out for him. My name is Jane, and my companion here is Lucky. Talia. Now Talia, you're brave. Okay. Okay. Here's one smile. Upon seeing Jenny's smile, Lucky loosened her grip on his arm. Pointed to the table where Lucky left her half-eaten Luna loaf. Why don't you go make yourself comfy while I finish speaking? While I introduce them. He obliged and took her seat back table. We watched and walk off past counters under the doorway through entranceway to other room. Am I dumb? Cool, I'm dumb. I love when that happens. Alright, so now that that's like getting wrapped up, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna give her a little bit of time to watch / not like interact, but like watch the Fool's Carol a little bit so that she can see kind of what they're doing, because all she's really done so far and paid attention to was the scent of the food. Got distracted by that, then was talking to Carol, was eating, right, and then drama. So I'm gonna give her some time to just kind of soak in the environment, and it's gonna relax her. It's gonna make her pretty happy. She's gonna enjoy watching them do their work. So I do need to do a little research on maid cafes though before I go too far. So let's I just want to really quickly take a look at that, because that could change some things. So let's really quick get something pulled up here. Cafe. I just need a quick one. I don't need a whole... I'm assuming... I just don't want to base it off of what I've seen in TikToks and animes, so... Unfortunately, these look extremely clickbaitable. I really just want to see the layout of the way they stand, because I know that there's people usually at the door trying to get people to come in, which there isn't on this day for a reason. And then, you know what? We're just, bitch. Fucking eyeball hurts. It's fine. I just want to see. Med cafes are increasingly popular. The increased competition drove cafes employ more diversified themes. Right. Don't care. History. Akihabara, Tokyo, famous for extensive electronics, anime, manga. It's commonly placed for an otaku. Akihabara contains several themed cafes, including maid cafes. However, with the increasing media attention on these cafes, they have developed into tourist attractions and less of an otaku hotspot. Peak wait times could be about 2 hours. These establishments also tap into the new... Okay. They don't provide sexual services, obviously. Gender relations contribute, right? That's why there's going to be mostly females. Culture such as, okay. Employees, usually younger women, mid-20s, minimum wage, tend to live with families, tend to enjoy anime, manga, and other aspects of otaku culture, allowing them to create further connections with the patrons, right? Citation needed, Lamau. However, they tend not to be careers, right? Rather stopgaps, right? However, here they're going to pay extremely well for this because it is a massive thing for the guild in a busy-ass city. Maid cafe has some connotation to it that might make it harder to take the guild seriously. Damn skill issue. Not worried about it. Dun, 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 dun. No, all jokes aside, it's what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I think that adds to the reason I chose a maid cafe rather than like what I normally do, like a diner or a bar, or not a bar, sorry, like a diner, yeah, diner or like a pub or tavern for like a guild. It's kind of twofold, or maybe more than actually. The first reason is because A, it's hilarious. Think about it this way, right? One of the biggest well-known establishments that like everybody knows about in the city and outside of the city, right? The first thing you see when you go there, it's just like a maid greeting you. You don't even see the actual guild, right? You have to walk through like an entranceway to get into the back. That's fucking funny. And nobody's bothered by it, right? One of their strongest warriors is the proprietor of the maid cafe, which is just equally fucking hilarious, and they're an absolute weeb when it comes to maid stuff. So there's like that. And then like every single one of the employees are both like fairly competent at fighting, right? And are like retired adventurers or newer adventurers. So like there's that. Plus it just makes it like, I feel like it makes it a little more wacky, a little more silly, which is somewhat of the tone I'm going for some of these interactions. Not all of it, obviously. But I think I think in a town like Aegis, where there is such a large guild and so many jobs and so many quests because of its like positioning and stuff, I think having a niche of something more casual and cutesy and sweetsy in this kind of a town would do well. Makes sense, because it's going to be like a bunch of like pubs and taverns and stuff, but there's not really going to be an experience quite like this one. So I'm gonna leave it as is, especially because I want that goofy factor for sure. What I want, I don't really want this. This is what I want. Mini rituals and additions. Okay. Greet customers with welcome home, master. Okay. Offer them towels, menus, then kneel by the table. Stir. Okay. Customers can play rock, paper, scissors, card game, board game, video games. Okay. Arts, crafts, sing karaoke. Got it. A small stage. This will be on the second floor. Got it. Customers, basic rules. Okay. Gotcha. Good enough for me. Oh, man. My fucking... The first time you're taking a deep breath, okay, slowly begin eating the first time since we set foot in the establishment. Lucky took note of various things inside. He's wearing that costume. Wearing the same thing one of Jamie's costume, or Jamie's Oma figures. Hold on. Did call it again? All her thoughts. Her eyes wandered to a table across the room where a rather rowdy party was enjoying their food. See, told you this. Told you made cafes are the best. Hey, I fucking hate you. How do I... with light purple hair. Right then. Poking. Right there. Dude. It's fine. Actually, better yet. Better yet, better yet. It's fine. Because I'm a fucking genius. It's fine. Yes. That's why you were hurrying us along. That's why I kept complaining about too long. It's fine. I didn't. It's taking too long. Mumbling about cute maids and cute maids sprawling and then Amu? And ominous new joins. With light. Lost. Light. Used. Shut up. What's that? Alright, need to behave. Kill grounds. One with black red hair. Leaned forward, resting the chin. Rests. Remember, supposed to be meeting you fourth here today. So behave. Not for yourselves. Do it for me. So cool. Alright. Holly. So. That's fun. There we go. We looked correctly. What's that? Lucky. See Nept and Holly having a lot of backstory, maybe some prequel chapters. Hopefully be possible. Okay. Anything is possible with the power of bullshit. Yeah. Nah, originally my plan was I was gonna introduce the subs slowly via like mid chapters, if that makes sense, like their own little chapters breaking up the story, and then keep them all in like separate parties. But I was like, I'm fucking stupid. This is literally a port town where people are coming and going all the time. It's really easy to get to, and parties form and deform here constantly, so there'd be no reason not to have like some of them already just be in a party. The problem is with your character, I have to have you coming in and or being newer because of the way you have it. I could have done it so that you were further along, but then I would have to kind of speed up some of your stuff, so it's fine. Or that you were already with them, but then you'd have to be further along and I'd have to speed up some of your stuff, so I'm just doing it this way. And this way it also gives what's it called? Took a long fucking time to load. Gives a little bit of a better play in the sense that they can kind of teach you the ropes, and then the readers can learn about some stuff through you as well. So that'll be nice. Because people are going to have questions about some things because people are dumb and they're not going to be able to figure out some of the magic stuff on their own, even with the stuff that I show and the stuff that I do. So, because people just don't have media literacy. So between Lucky's like relearning how to use her mana, between your character like kind of getting familiar with the world, I think it'll be enough. It's okay. Still have to do the exposition, quote unquote, dump little by little for Calamity at some point, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that right now. Okay. I almost said milky, but there's silver. There's... You quickly eat away. Sorry. Made Brain, hello? Outfit. Mid. Cafe. That's what this place. That's what the fools. Let's see. To be a part of Nin's team, but you're gonna be jelly? Oh. Why would it be jelly of a team that dies? No, I'm just thinking. Everybody dies. Thoughts. Absent. Dropped. Yes. Placed plate of list 2 began eating that. Voluntarily we began that as well. Importantly, also I need to go back because everyone is wearing the same thing. Young Jamie's on the first head. Everyone. Everyone is wearing the same thing as one of Jamie's. What did he call it again? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Maid cafe. That's what the Fool's Carol is. The eye. I see. Okay. More importantly. Placed their hands under their bond to get them to stop baking. Why can't you use my magic? Yippee! What are we doing? Oh, fuck. Totally just closed down the timer. Go the fuck away. Okay. It's not great. I need to do more. But more importantly, lucky place turn. I can't use my magic. Perfect. Okay. So we have sound. getting up. Her away from the toiling. Noticed that a fourth person had joined them. Go with silver or white. We need to go down, not up. Here we go. Yippee, yippee, yep, silver. Yep, silver. Blue tips. First person. Blue tips. Was changing beings. Let's be nice. Okay, slumped in her chair before opening the rest of her meal in her mouth. We watched for a handful of minutes as Carol, the wait staff, busied about greeting and serving customers. This place. Motherfucker. This is busy. Oh. Oh. This is busy. Wasn't much longer. Jamie rejoined at the table. We have a party with no healer. Healers are extraordinarily rare in this world. They are very, 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 very rare in the sense that if you can heal others with your magic, most groups rely on incredibly dense protections, like magical protections, and like racial features like regeneration and stuff for their tanks. That's why you're less likely to see a backline fighter be like a vampire or something, or Duskin. They're more likely to be a frontline fighter. Take advantage of their racial properties. Like zombies generally are frontliners with highly resistant magical armor, stuff like that. But it's not uncommon to have a party of like 4 focused melee fighters and like 1 ranged fighter in this world. Magic is like, as much as people use magic, it's also extremely like volatile and costly, so could end pretty poorly if they relied too heavily on like a backliner with spells and shit for everything. Like I said, healers are pretty rare. Potions are a thing, but they're extremely expensive, and the people that do have them use them as an absolute last resort, because healing has a massive psychological toll that it takes on people. there's a difference between like healing a gash, right? Gash or a wound. But what winds up happening with people who have lost a limb and it is like rehealed into place, or there's been cases of like people coming back from the dead, they wind up having too grave of psychological trauma to either like enjoy life or use magic ever again. There was like a story that like gets told or whatever about how one adventurer was like screaming how he was like a soul stuck in a new body, because basically every part of his body was entirely new and rehealed, so he didn't feel like he was himself anymore, and he wound up trying to kill himself, and then he did die, and he got resurrected from like this like mad scientist type person, and then the mad scientist like ran experiments on him, and he finally got out, and he lives in like solitude, but he's like completely fractured mentally because of everything he's been through. So people are like pretty wary about healing anyways as it is, which is funny because pretty much all the healers get jobs with like upper class nobility and stuff, right? I say nobility, but there is no like true royalty or nobility, if that makes sense. I mean, there is, but they don't really fucking do a whole lot of anything. They just kind of enjoy their wealth, if that makes sense. They don't necessarily have like a lot of power. Pretty much the guilds and the guilds pretty much run most everything in this part of the continent, and then there's like 3 other factions. And zombies regenerate, or is it more like they have permanent gashes, but it doesn't bother them? Zombies regenerate. They do regenerate. It's not perfect though. Zombies have very rudimentary regeneration compared to some of the other races that can regenerate. While it can be, while theirs is like a bit, like it's still like the same speed. The issue is, because it's mana, it's mana based healing, they wind up feeling the burn a lot more than other races would. So there's that to take into consideration, because zombies have incredibly low magical resistance, like the lowest. Actually, that goes for all the undead, save for a few. Pretty much all undead races have incredibly low magical resistance and incredibly high physical resistances, which is, you know, something. Most busted, like, passive a race has in this world is the humans. Humans have really fucked up stats. A lot of the short form life races are able to like grow exponentially faster than some of the longer form ones, but humans and their indomitable will passive, for the ones that can tap into it, they're the most terrifying. Like, genuinely, they're the most likely to like break the laws of convention, and any demi-human that has access to it, which they're way less likely, but they do. There are cases of demi-humans with the indomitable will trait. Rare cases, and I don't even know if half of the shit's even gonna wind up being relevant in this book, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. Time will tell. Time will tell. Hee hee. I just realized. This is the longest paragraph. Probably still about their party. Okay. Why am I back up here? What the fuck? What was happening with this right now? It's tabbing. Oh. That's very strange, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, whatever. Dude, what in the fuck? Oh, I see. Interesting. Tab was not working. So, where were we? Jimmy, wave down. Of the rivers. I need to go back up because Jamie's so right. Where were we? Yeah, that is back. You'll be Nin's goalie, thrust gliding in to block spells. Yeah, a good party comp needs to work together. For sure, for sure. We need to make sure that they are covering each other's asses. I mean, basically, what I'm getting at with your team comp is Nin and you are frontliners. Nept is like your mid, your flex fill, and then Terra is your backliner. I know they have a scythe, but they're not going to be doing a whole lot of melee warfare unless absolutely required. Okay. Oh, that's right. Well, you're kind of. Okay. I remember. Sorry, I already have an artifact in mind for you later. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. What up, Nin? What's going on with this run over here? Yes. Oh, cutie patootie. No. Thanks for the reminder. I love you. You're good. Clearly missed something. You're dying. Everybody's dying. Let me wave down one of the servers. Did it again. Yeah. No. Okay. Sound. You sure? Yeah, okay. Jamie raised. Left. Alright, bro. You sure you're okay? I don't know why this is funny to me. Don't know. Jamie leaned forward. You want to go home? Make sure you're careful when swinging your hammer. Not just kill everyone with you. You'll be fine. You want to go home? Okay, check. Okay. Hey, your party's pretty fireproof, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I should be okay in that department. Anything else? Lucky. Head faster. Want walk. I am not a dog. Lucky pouted. Smiled. Jamie smiled mischievously. Jamie got a shit. That's not what it is. It's shit. This issue before. It's a hyphen, correct? Eating grin. Not a dog. Alright. Well, let me know. Anything I can do. The waitress. Server. So it's the inflaming yourself ability you gave you, like you become the Human Torch. Not entirely. It just basically makes it so that if somebody tries grabbing a hold of you, you can give them a little burny burn, but it just makes it easier for you to inflame your hammer, control it. Think of it as like, you know in Dragon Ball Z, when a character powers up and their auras around them, right? And the little sparks are kind of just like popping off of them for the power. You especially have like solar flares or sparks of fire that can pop off of you. You know? The only reason I did that is with characters that have, I would say, near mastery or mastery of an element, they usually will have a lot of their mana, for example, will almost dawn or take form of that element. Whereas like most casters and most people use magic, they're pretty well versed and they'll like lean towards something they favor, right? But they don't really like truly specialize. They don't really have that. But someone who's spent a lot of time or has gotten a lot of affinity for something because of whether it's, you know, a pact or anything like that, or just practice, they tend to kind of take on the kind of embody it in a way, which makes it really obvious for their enemies, but that doesn't always matter. So, but yeah, no, you're the I think based on your character's personality and power set, you're most suited for party leader right now. So you're gonna be the party leader. Because both Tasso and Napt will get everybody killed for different reasons. Napt would get people killed because it would be for the lulz, a joke might go too far, and their personality would probably break the group apart based on the profile. Terra's profile is empty, but they're gonna be a troll essentially, and also try their best, but very strong personality as well. And then Taiga is going to be basically the freshest as far as like adventuring goes. So they're not quite in the position to be doing any kind of leading. But yeah, no, you and Taiga will be frontliners. Nept will be like your flex spot, and Tara will have to be your backliner. Honestly, you're probably going to wind up using Nept for scouting as well, because the Ouroboros is just really fucking good. Pair that with a Carmine. Nin is leading a group of mischief makers, yeah, essentially. I have big plans for Taiga and Nept interacting with each other, because they have three very similar things, and I think that's going to make them butt heads a lot, and that's going to be really funny for me when I get to write that. At first, that's not going to show, because Taiga's going to probably hold their personality back a bit, and Nept isn't really going to trust them or like them. Yeah, I just went over the healing thing. Healers are extremely fucking rare in this world, and potions are really expensive. So most party members don't have them. That being said, you have some natural regeneration on your own. The other ones do not. But there's that, and then like also healing has a stigma and has a history of mentally breaking people. Is they'll be like, you know, especially if they're replacing like arms and fingers and stuff, they'll be like, oh my god, am I really me anymore? This isn't even my arm, da 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 da. And it just like really fucks people up mentally when they heal too much. There's like a mental illness that almost comes with it. So it's pretty, not that it's taboo, but it's generally not used with most healing parties. Not everybody has that problem, but it's there. Still exists. That being said, though, people do heal quicker than real world, so you'll be alright, I promise. Nothing a good week of rest won't take care of, worst case scenario. Except for, I don't know, maybe a blown off leg or something. I bet you I'm out of time. Yep. Always. How far did I get? Probably did alright. I got pretty A-okay-ish. Yeah, we did alright. We got some writing done today. Yeah, 34. It's pretty good considering where I started at. Plus I had to rewrite a section, so yeah, that's fine. We're making good progress. I thinky, I am, therefore I thinky. So yeah. What? Yeah. So yeah, no, we made good progress. We got a lot done. We were able to start some threads for other things for the future. So that's nice. It's always nice to lay groundwork early, so there's more payoff down the road, in my opinion. And I've laid the groundwork for multiple arcs so far. Let's see, multiple things. I've laid the groundwork for Moonfall. I've laid the groundwork for Jamie's stuff, Lucky's stuff, the sub party for the Marionette Mafia, for Bergen Snatch, aka Chuck's story. Laid the groundwork for the Shrine of Calamity, started it at least. started the stuff for Vladimir, Carol, yeah, the fuck is her name? Betty? Beatrix? I go with Beatrix or Beatrice? I think I did both. I just did Betty. I am in danger. I don't want to do Beatrix, but we're gonna stick with Beatrice. It's fine. I'm in danger. Yeah, no, I definitely laid the groundwork for a lot of stuff. I laid the groundwork for them meeting a dragon eventually, so that's cool. I don't have to worry about that right now. When the zombies are the most level-headed, true. The human zombie that can have a yokai possession, turning them into a neko zombie. Call upon the power of hacks. When Nin is like one of the only other characters that gets the redress power canonically. Lamau. Ooh, I need to write really quick before I end this. I need to go to Nin's. Because Holly, I don't think I gave their redress a. Yeah, I didn't give it a drawback. Lamau. Whoops. Do that real quick. So we have the redress here. My drawback is sleeping for 3 days straight. And then if I get woken up, I am essentially just a murder machine out of control. Their drawback will have to be if they redress into their completely resistant to fire state. So they should have find themselves. There are 2 stages with this. One, what's it called? A hybrid, allowing them to keep the traits of both forms. However, at a lesser power, and other, they will take their whole bum, 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 bum. Take full advantage of the Nekokai's abilities. If they dip fully to if they good lord transform fully, they will be completely unable to use completely. After it is finished, they will be completely unable to use the elements use and resist the elements of fire or damn, this is actually way better of a drawback than being asleep for 3 days straight. Element of fire, regeneration, utilize, minus regeneration for, or, good god, realize regeneration for, 6 hours. Let me go back to Lucky. I think I may have overdone the redress here. Power stats, 3 days, 3 nights. Asleep for exactly 24 hours. Hello? 24 hours without interruption. Okay, that makes more sense. That's a bit more balanced now. One can still do things, the other can literally do nothing. Okay, we're good. It's not the cleanest update, but it is an update, so I'll have to go back and fix the wording another time. Well, I'm not in a rush here. Yeah. Bruh. You got me, motherfucker. You got me, motherfucker. Ah. There's gotta be a better way to do this shit. Fist. Oh. Tell me. I do not. Okay. Copy. Fist. Okie dokie. And then I need to go back and I need to update at some point Jamie's powers. We are Dunzos. Very cool. Very neat. Very kawaii. Well, chat. Thank you guys very much for swinging out tonight. I had a good time. I'm gonna, I don't know, throw you to the wolves or something. I don't fucking know. Hold on, let me see. Let me see whose life. I get anxiety when I'm like, ooh, I should throw you to certain people. It's been a while since we've gone here. We just went there and there. Cha. Have a good night. Before I say bye. Alrighty. But yeah, as per usual, appreciate y'all for coming out. It was good. We actually got more writing done today than we did on that 1 4-hour stream, which is really fucking funny as far as like the actual book goes. But hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Best of luck with your Mondays, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Yeah.